Now, this is a photograph of the vehicle that you purchased.
Yes, sir.
Those are the original rims and tires?
Yes, sir. Those are the originals.
And you replaced them with these?
Yes, sir.
How much were they?
$3,000.
But you're suing for $5,000.
Yes, sir.
Why
Because,
is that?
Well, I had been at a job that was paying me a nice amount of money every week. And thanks to Mr. Williams, I lost the job because he refused to give me my items out of the car. He told me that if I brought him the keys, that I could get my belongings and get my tires and rims. When I came to his shop, he snatched the keys out of my hand, took them, and told me if I didn't get off his property that he would call the police on me.
So now you're punishing him and adding $2,000 to your cost.
I was making about that much a week.
What's your version of what happened, Mr. Williams?
Well, sir, I told her she could come and get her personal stuff out of it. After I got the car in my possession, it was still on the trailer. And she wanted to get up on that trailer and get her stuff. I said, no. I said, you're not getting up on this trailer for liability reasons. Come back tomorrow and this car will be off of this trailer.
And did she come back?
Yes.
And what happened then?
She got all her personal belongings.
What happened with respect to the tires?
R&R Tire, I guess, I don't know if she owed them or rented the rims or what she done to them, but they called me and wanted to know if we brought the original rims and tires back, would you trade? I said, yes, the car's worth more money with the original stuff on it. But whenever they brought them here, one of the tires looked like it was about to blow out, looked like it was 10 years old. You know, they was trying to pull a fast one.
Were the rims the same?
No, that was one that looked like she'd curved pretty bad on it, you know. But it looked like the tires all just come out of
So
there.
you rejected it on the basis that they didn't match the original tires.
Correct.
But since she did replace the tires and the rims, don't you think that you should at least compensate her for the increase in value, perhaps, of the vehicle because of that installation?
No, sir. I don't even want them wheels and tires on it. It's got a little old band tire on it. It's just...
You signed a finance agreement.
Yes, sir, I did. I looked at it.
Now, I want to point out something to you. You see in bold black print, it says security. To secure your payment and performance on the terms of this contract, you give us a security interest in the vehicle. All accessions, attachments, accessories, and equipment placed in or on the vehicle, together called property and proceeds of the property. What that means is that if you make an improvement, the defendant has a security interest in that if you don't pay on time. How long were you in arrears with respect to your payments for the vehicle?
I was in arrears 1 month.
1 month.
Yes, sir.
8, actually.
8?
It'd been 7 months since she made a payment.
How much was the total that she was in default for, according to you?
$3,600.
Now, is that true, Ms. Hunt?
No, sir, it's not.
How can you prove that you were up to date? You have some evidence?
Yes, I have my receipts.
Judge Tawalda?
Your car payment amount was $450 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Mr. Williams is saying that you stopped paying after February, and he repossessed the car in September, so that is 7 months. So show me where your payments are for each of those months that you say you were current for. For example, where's March?
On 15.
And it says $450, and the date up top says 2/1, so that's
Yeah.
obviously for February's
February 1st.
Okay.
payment, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Williams acknowledged that you paid for February. Where's
And
March?
right there beside it, where it says it starts with 2-6.
Where's the amount? I can't see the entire picture of this, though.
Well,
Like,
every one of my receipts, I paid this man, and he
I know,
gave me
but
10 days to come get my property.
But you have to bring receipts. And when you show us receipts, you have to show us the most important parts of those receipts, and that's the amount of money. Like, this is missing. I see February. I don't see March. So you can come in here and you can say I made payments, but you got to show that to us.
Well, you can't see it on that page, but if you go to the next page, you'll see April.
Okay, so I see a date of 4/5/2022.
Correct.
For an amount of $500. Got it. Okay, so I see on page 17, dated May 14th, for an amount of $455. So it seems there's some payments being made here during the period in which you stated that she didn't.